Welcome to Glamma's Closet, guys. Well, hello, good morning, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. It is Sunday, April 27th, 2025. I am Glamma, and I am your host for brunch this morning. We have a very casual atmosphere, very laid back, and just sort of chat. Oh my goodness, I had a very full weekend. I had one of those weekends where I literally was not alone for 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds, the entire weekend. It started Friday morning very early at 6 a.m. And I had one of my glam babies all day. And then Friday night was date night, and that lasted until 2 o'clock in the morning. That turned into a big family night when we ran into some family. And then the next morning we had a kid's soccer game, and I had a little bit of issue with the fish tacos that I had the night before. And then then my son came up from college, and we had my other grandbaby's birthday party. And happy birthday, glam baby! I love you so much. And then back to the house with my college boy. And then girls' night, and here we are this morning, and I am exhausted. I'm peopled out. Not you guys. You guys are cool people. But yeah, I've been, oh my goodness, tap dancing the whole weekend. Huh. Oh goodness. So let's say good morning to the cool people. Let's say good morning to the cool people. Good morning, Brenda Reed. Mwah, tackle hugs, honey. And a gentle hug for Fiona. She needs a gentle hug. And probably I don't know, like a muzzle. She's got those little needle teeth. They're in everything. She is all up into everything. Good morning, Ashley Reed. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good morning, sugar. I hope you're doing great. Daisy's Creations. Good morning, Dee. How you doing? It's good to see you. She is so pulled together, and that photo is just so cute. Hi, Karen. Good morning. Hi, Karen. Oh my gosh, the cat with the bow is so funny. I love that. That's cute. That's a cute icon. Perla, how are you doing, my little lilac queen this morning? Perla's purple precious. She's adorable. And I've seen lilac everywhere now, and purple everywhere, all over my yard. Little bitty purple flowers of different varieties. I love it so much. There's something about purple against green that is just absolutely just beautiful to me. Good morning, Patrick Murphy, my brother from another mother, flying by. Well, you can stick around, dude. Stick around. I'll have a sports ball update, but then I'll move past football, I promise. Wendy, hello, gorgeous. How are you, Wendy? I hope you are doing great this morning. Happy Sunday. I people out after like 30 minutes. Yeah. I'm so used to my own company, and I'm one of those weirdos that actually kind of enjoys my own company. So I'm like, oh, you're taking me away from my favorite person. I don't know. It sounds so self-involved and narcissistic and awful. But there we go. There you have it. Good morning, Kelly. I hope you and the boys are doing great. Love purple flowers. Me too. There's something about them that just says spring to me. Wendy, you got your coffee? Me too. Coffee toast. There's a beautiful girl. Speaking of beautiful, good morning, Raquel. Mwah. I hope you're doing great this morning. It's great to see you. And everybody's saying hello to each other, and I love that. Be social. Say hello. We can people for a little while this morning. And then I'm going back to bed. Oh, you have purple iris? I love those. They're very, very pretty. Very pretty. I love pretty much all of the bulb flowers, all the first of spring flowers. So I have I have the daffodils in my backyard, and sometimes if there's not too much frost, they'll bloom a little early, and I get to enjoy them and catch that first sight of spring. The problem is that my husband and I were actually on a cruise whenever they bloomed, and we got back, and like one day later there was a frost, and all of the beautiful little yellow flowers just bloop, fell right off. It was so depressing. I was like, oh. So I was like, I guess that means 6 more weeks of winter. I don't know. Claudette, good morning, pretty princess. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the watches, by the way. Claudette was a rock star. She's watching. You are awesome. Thank you so much. And I love the comments. You're just a rock star. Thank you. Lilacs and peonies also. Yes, I think peonies are one of my favorite flowers. The smell is so beautiful and perfumey. I wanted to get some actually for my dining room table, just because whenever I walk through the dining room, I want to smell that smell. So I think I'm going to have to go to Floral Row though to get those, because they're harder to find unless they're right in season. Unless they have to be like exactly in season. Otherwise, you have to go or at least for St. Louis, you have to go to Floral Row, which is downtown, which I don't have a problem with. But yeah, big honking peonies. Oh, nothing smells better than maybe roses, like fresh roses. And the big roses, there's something about the dinner plate size roses that my mother used to grow. And she just really had a hand with flowers. Me, not so much. I got a black thumb, but I've managed to grow a little bit here and there, and, food crops. I don't know, herbs sometimes. Sometimes I'll throw something in water and it'll just do. And then sometimes I throw something in water and the potato just sits there and rots in my kitchen window and stinks. Both of those things have happened in the past 4 weeks. And then I was blue and lighted to the hospital for, oh my God, viral chest infection. Lin. Lucky in an isolated, I'm keeping my fingers and toes crossed. Y'all please send some love and light and prayers and everything you can to Lin. To the hospital, 4 a.m. Friday, viral chest infection. Couldn't breathe. Still waiting for a bed. Still waiting for a bed. You're lucky you're in an isolated room. Yeah. Gino, you came to have Sunday brunch with us. Thank you so much. Well, everybody send shouts out to Lin. My goodness. Thank you for being here. And I really, truly hope that you are better very, very, very soon. Thank you, everybody. All the positivity, all of the absolute wonderful prayers and thoughts and everything. Wow, Lin, I hope you are better so much soon. Yeah. Gino, it is a rare to find you in the brunch chat this morning. So thank you so much for being here too. Appreciate it. I really appreciate you, buddy. Is anybody, how many Packers fans do we have in the chat? I gotta know. Something very, very special happened this weekend, I guess. Time for a refill. I heard that. You can't have it, in my opinion, you can't have enough. Ravens here. Yeah, Brenda, I know you're a Ravens fan. Do I have the right Ashley in thinking that she's a Packer fan, or do I have the wrong Ashley? Because I have 2 Ashleys. I watch hockey. Okay, then I'll save the Packers update for a little bit later, if we don't have any Packers fans in house yet. You watch hockey, Claudette? What team do you root for in hockey? Who's your team? I mean, I default to the Blues because I'm from St. Louis, but I don't really watch a lot of hockey. Although I do know the basics about it. I know like what a hat trick is and stuff like that. Raquel, how loyal of you. I'm still a Raider fan even though they left Oakland. Nice. Oh, the Oilers. Okay, I'm assuming that that's like the football team, the Houston Oilers, but Edmonton Oilers. Okay. Well, now that makes much more sense for hockey. That makes much more sense for hockey. I was like, I didn't know they had hockey in Houston. Still a Raider fan. All right. You remember when the Raiders had the big black hole at the end zone? Tanks on oxygen trips, steroid injections, etc. Thanks for all your prayers and thoughts. Lin, my God. Mwah. There are some viruses going around that are particularly gnarly. They will get you and hold on to you. And sometimes worse and worse. There are so many different types of COVID that they're just all calling it viral infections now too. I think I don't even know if they're calling it COVID anymore. It's the COVID virus is. I mean, technically, there is a cold that's the common cold is also a COVID virus. And flu viruses are over. It's nasty out there. So avoid small children. I'm joking. Yeah. Everybody, please. If for no other reason than to protect the future Lin Jeffries of this world, can we please all make sure to wash our hands, sanitize, and please practice social distancing, especially when you're coughing. Yeah. Sometimes you get in line at these stores and these people get they get like an inch from you and you're like, dude, Space Invaders. I don't get it. I'm like, why are you so comfortable being like this close to me? Because I don't know you. I'm like, please get off me. So yeah, social distance. It's gross when people get that close. I'm a people person in general and I'm friendly, but when you start like getting into my zone, like if you're like within a foot of me and there's no earthly reason why you should be, then I start like checking my purse and and now I think you're a pickpocket or crazy. So don't be a crazy pickpocket. Keep that social distance a little bit still. Randy, good morning. How are you, sugar? It's good to see you this morning. Mwah. Good morning. Oh, you just got a bed. Yay. Yes. Okay, good. That was good. Yes, invading my space. Yeah, right? Like Space Invaders. What's up with that? Why are they so close to you? Like, I'm like, maybe, yeah, Randy, I don't blame you for that at all. Yeah, I'm like, come on, give me a little. I mean, I understand if there is a line that is going from like the register back to the freezer section for like a Thanksgiving or something. Maybe some people get a little bit close. They get a little anxious, whatever. But we're talking about just like regular everyday like Walgreens. I actually had a dude at Walgreens who was like a foot from me. And I'm like, and finally I turned around and just did this and he backed up a little bit because I'm like, don't make me throw hands, or worse, don't make me throw like the grandma look. I was like, I'm like, I'm your Glamz. I'm your Glamz. Yeah, I think they do think if they move up closer, they get there faster, and they're not paying attention to the social cues that the people are sending them. Because I have a very like get off me vibe once you're within too close. Like if I don't know you, you know what I mean? Like if we haven't been introduced or like I haven't started a conversation, I mean, it's just I'm like, and I'm not talking about like people that are, kind of they're a little bit close to you and you're like, okay, I'm talking about like Space Invaders. And I'm like, there is no need for that. There is like 12 miles of empty space behind you. Go get some oxygen. Go get some oxygen. I'm not approachable anyways. That's true. Patrick has RBF. The girls know what that means. Don't make me take my earrings off. I wouldn't even take the earrings off. I'd be like, let's go. I ain't scared. Or the ones that bump you with the car. Yes. Like right when they bump you in the back of the ankle. Oh, that drives me crazy. Just like when people are speeding in their car, they still end up at that red light when others do. Yes, they think that they're going to get there quicker because they're, 10 inches from your hind end over here in the line. And then turns out it's going to take what it's going to take, whether they give you 12 inches or, well, that sounds awful, but you know what I mean? Whether they give you a little space or a lot of space, right? It's so dumb. It's the dumbest thing. Just please do not invade my space. Can we not do that this time? I hate that. So yeah, Space Invaders, not my fave. I don't really have sales to talk about this week. I had a couple of sales this week on Poshmark, but I really didn't do any listing. I had kind of a lazy Poshmark week. And you don't list and you don't get a lot of sales. You'll get like a few. And I had a couple of small ones. I had an ornament set, and I think I made $6 on that. And then like something else that's been sitting in my closet for a while, and I made $3 on that. And then a top that I made, it was like an Eileen Fisher top, and I think I made $7 on that or something. Probably more than that, but oh goodness, excuse me. But it's been kind of a slow week for Poshmark. And again, that was entirely my fault. I had the opportunity to list. I did not have the I didn't have the motivation. I just didn't have the motivation. Good morning, Craig. I see you sleeping in class again. Okay, wake up. Class has started. Teacher's here. You're going to get demerits. You're going to get points. I'm going to take points off your file. It's going to show up on your permanent record. Wendy, LOL, I have RBF back. Yeah, good morning to all who I missed. Yeah, you have RBF too. Yeah. Yeah, I get when I'm not animated and talking to somebody, or when I'm like deep in thought, I get that sometimes people are like, "Are you mad?" Because I'm like, or if I'm like concentrating on something and people are like, "Are you mad?" And I'm like, "No, not really. I'm not mad at all." Yeah, Wendy, me too. Me too. My permanent record is full. No more room. We'd have to make room at the record. Oh, I can't. Let's dig through it and see what's in there. I bet there's a lot. I bet there's some shenanigans, some full-on shenanigans. I did get an email from Poshmark. And let me pull this up real quick. Let's see. Poshmark. Not that one. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, you guys are going to love this. Ready? Okay. Poshmark policy update. We're making improvements to the shopper experience. You're going to love how they twist this around and sell this. They have the worst spin doctors ever. Every marketing thing that they do that's like restrictive, you can read right through it. They said, and I quote, "At Poshmark, we're committed to creating a marketplace where shoppers can easily discover items they love, and every seller has a chance to succeed, fair chance to succeed. To support this goal, we're introducing a new policy to prevent excessive listing removal and relisting that will go into effect on May the 1st, 2025. Keeping your closet active by adding new items rather than recycling old listings helps with discoverability, attracts repeat customers, and leads to more sales. What's changing? The following actions will not be permitted." Remember, this is it goes into effect on May the 1st. Repeatedly removing or relisting the same items. any action that circumvents marketplace listing policies in order to gain an unfair search or marketing advantages. Sellers who engage in these behaviors will be notified, and continued violations could result in temporary restrictions on creating new listings. We appreciate your partnership in creating a fair marketplace where everyone can thrive. Please share any feedbacks by filling out this form. By the way, I clicked on that form. It's done. So yeah, that was from the info@poshmark.com, the Poshmark marketing team. Policy update, excessive listing removal. So something happened. Something happened somewhere at Poshmark, and somebody either somebody complained, or Poshmark executives got together and decided to put their heads up their butts and do something stupid. Because as a seller on Poshmark, that's dumb to me. That is absolutely really, really dumb. Why would you not want people to delist and relist unless there is something, how do I put this? Unless there's something in it for them. There's something going on behind closed doors that we are not aware of at Poshmark, because it has nothing to do with the fair marketplace. They didn't care about that until just now. So I'm wondering what that has to do with like relisting and delisting, and like relisting has always been a valuable tool for, keeping your closet at the top of its game. So why would relisting be an issue? Chinese sellers saturate the market with supposed prime goods at low prices. Well, yeah. I mean, there's Temu, and there's Shein, and there are other sellers. But eBay renews your listing every 30 days, but it does not have the same impact as end and relist sell similar. Hey, Dodo. Good morning, honey. Mwah, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I don't know why I was now you can see my thumb too. Happy Sunday, sugar. It's good to see you. She's my favorite Dodo. Yeah, I'm confused about that. Dodo, make sure and check your email. Did you get that email from Poshmark about relisting and delisting? Because that just annoyed me. Wow, what a negative show it is. I'm so sorry, guys. I do have positive, great news coming up, so that was awesome. But yeah, you got that notification too. What in the shenanigation is going on? Honey, they're trying to pull something somewhere. I think that people are just relisting instead of listing new items for the weekly streak. Maybe it has to do with the weekly streak, but to be fair, the weekly streak has lame prizes. They're like, oh, here's a prize. You get an extra promotion today. And I'm like, you're stupid. I also had something very interesting in my USPS mail notification. Really? Dodo, if you want to forward that to me, I can check. I'll be happy to check it out. We'll talk about that. Maybe not today if it's not in time, or just let us know what's going on. Yeah, that bingo thing Posh is doing, that makes sense. Did they factor in buyers that don't pay and you have to relist? You know what? I don't think they did, Brenda. And that's another thing. And they have if you want to reposh something that's copy listing, is there technology going to know the difference between the relist copy listing and the regular copy listing? I mean, it's really, really, they're making it hard. They're making it hard to like them. I'm just saying. Try not to make yourself so unlikable. Yeah, that is a great question, Brenda. Yeah, that bingo thing Posh is doing, that makes sense. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that thing, the weekly streak thing, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. Yeah, Dodo, if you want to share that with us, the USPS mail notification. Oh my God, mail. The mail notification from the from the post office. Let me know. Glam getting fired up. I don't understand. Sometimes, here's what I wish. I wish the companies would quit sugarcoating crap and just let us know what the hell's going on. If they're like, look, in order for us to keep competitive in the market, this is what we need to do. Or in order for us to be able to continue to do business here, with this cost coming in or whatever, this is what we need to do. I mean, I would have a lot more respect for corporate America if they were not just absolute BS artists. I'm so sick of having my intelligence insulted every single time I read some new, new policy for the greater good. And I'm like, who does it benefit, really? What is it, cui bono? I don't know. Who does it benefit? Who benefits from this policy? Who's the first person who's making money based on this policy change? That's what I want to know. And 10 times out of 10, it ain't the sellers. It's not the sellers. I can tell you that. Sorry. Okay. I just got a text. I'm live until okay, there we go. My daughter-in-law's like, I'm coming by. I'm like, I'm live until 11. Same thing every Sunday I've been doing for past 30 years. Same thing we do every Sunday, try to take over the world. No, I've probably been doing Sunday brunch for maybe a year and a half, 2 years. Remember when feedback mattered on eBay? Also remember when sellers could leave negative feedback? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah. It's just I have one of the many reasons to get into reselling, and one of the best ones is that you just up to here with corporate culture. And you're just sort of circumventing that whole process because it's so many layers of bullshit, just bullshit. They will BS you to death. And finally I get out of the rat race. Finally I get, a job that I can actually respect myself in the morning, because it's not some corporate ladder thing, and I don't have to speak corporate speak 24/7. And guess what? Now I'm back in the race, and it's annoying. I'm like, whoa, can you just please quit? Stop. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. That's annoying. It's really insulting to our intelligence. I mean, they act like we just got off the last train from Little Rock. Come on now. No offense to Little Rock, by the way. I love Little Rock, but he had to throw in food. Yeah. Oh, he's always motivated by food. Yes. Pepperidge Farm does remember. They had, I remember that marketing thing. And the thing is that you don't have to pull our legs every time. You don't have to lie to us every single GD time. Sometimes Posh, sometimes eBay, sometimes every other Macari and every other sales platform. Sometimes you can just tell us the God's honest truth. We're resellers. The majority of us do understand hard times. We're not all a bunch of, people who live in the suburbs in giant houses who have shiny new Mercedes and take them thrifting. That is like the smallest portion of us. The majority of us really do know what hard times are about. That's how we develop the skill of thrifting. Not that there's anything wrong with the mom in the suburbs, but you get it. Like, it's just so insulting sometimes. Dallas Wolford, yeah. Yesterday, it had 4 Poshmark packages coming to me that they halted because it was counterfeit labels. I ordered nothing. Oh, that is interesting. Yesterday, it had 4 Poshmark packages coming to me that they halted because it was counterfeit labels. I ordered nothing. Now, did they make you, if they try to get you to give them any information whatsoever about yourself, do not do it. Don't do it on the phone. Don't do it with them. Call Poshmark customer service or whatever you got to do. Don't give some stranger your information because that sounds like I was just watching scam stuff. Has anybody seen those scam catcher videos things? Am I the only one who watches those? Where there's like a dude on the phone and he's catching scammers at call centers. I love that guy so much. He'll like get on his phone and like reverse track them and then show them the security camera from like their own room while they're active, and he freaks them out. I came from the daily alert from USPS. Wow. That is nuts. That's nuts, Dodo. Counterfeit labels. And you didn't order anything. Huh. I wonder if somebody's trying to move something around the Midwest and trying to find a new way of moving something that is not legal. Interesting. You sent me a pic? Did you check? Oh, Insta. Okay. Hold on, let me pull up Insta. This is interesting. I don't want to dox you, so we're not gonna share the photo. His package was shipped with counterfeit postage. Please contact the merchant or seller with any questions. Interesting. Huh. From Poshmark Inc. Huh. Okay, well, keep an eye out then, guys. If they're from Poshmark, and if you get a notification like that from Poshmark or from USPS, or if you get a package from Poshmark that you did not order, don't open it. Call USPS immediately. I would call the local USPS office and possibly the local police, actually, because if there's a package on my door that I did not order, honey, I saw the Unabomber movie. I know what that stuff is. And you never know what's in that package. You don't know what's in that box. Gina, good morning. I did not forget you at all, sugar. Mwah. Good morning, gorgeous. How are you? I hope life in the desert is wonderful. I'm going to call tomorrow and ask about the notice. Yeah. Guys, if I have any update on that, or if we find out anything about that, I will let you know. I'll go live or I'll do a short video and I will let you know when and if we get more information. I have a habit of sending back packages since I didn't order anything, gets me in trouble. I don't think that should get you in trouble at all. Unless of course Mitzi orders something and then you're screwed. That is fair, Brenda Reed. He does stay in trouble. I believe you may actually deliberately seek it out, Murphy. Gina, you're leaving the desert. Where are you headed? In general, we don't need your new address. Don't do that. But yeah, you're leaving the desert. Where are you going? Are you coming to Missouri? It's the promised land. It's not. In July, it's awful. Don't come here in July or August, really. They're both awful. It is so good to see you. Idaho. You're living in your own private Idaho. That was a B-52 song. Girl, you're going to get the good taters, okay? Idaho. I think Idaho, isn't Idaho the gem state? I think Idaho is called the Gem State. I will be doing a video haul either tomorrow or Tuesday. Had an amazing week, both hard and soft goods. Awesome. Awesome. I can't wait to see it, Dodo. Let me know when it comes out. Of course, you are closer to the river, Glamma, but in Columbia, we do not get the nasty humidity anymore. Oh, lucky you. Lucky you. Because we get it from 3 different rivers that converge at St. Louis. The Missouri, the Merrimack, and the Mississippi. So, yeah, all the M words. It's a lot. Idaho potatoes, anyone? I know. You're going to get the best taters. You're going to get the freshest. I did want to send out some shout outs. Excuse me. And if you do not know, we do have a members auction on May the 15th. So if you'd like to sign up, please let me know, and we will make sure and put you on the calendar. I have one signed up so far. I'm going to need a few more if y'all could help me out. I do want to send a special thank you to Tracy Cakes. She had me on her game show / auction, Mooley Wood Squares. She's got the whole cow thing. So she had Mooley Wood Squares on Thursday night. I was a part of that auction, and it's a little confusing at first, but it's really, really fun, and it gets to be kind of crazy. I do want to thank my buyers, Cozy Nest, My Cozy Nest with Rebecca. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your purchases. And I think she is in the chat, and Daisy's Creations is also in the chat. And thank you so much. Thank you so, so much. Daisy's Creations, I appreciate you so much. And the reason why I am using screen names is because I don't want to reveal anybody's name that doesn't want their name revealed. So I'm trying to use just the screen names. So the screen names are My Cozy Nest with Rebecca, Daisy's Creations. Thank you both very, very much for being here and for being there. I truly appreciate it. I really, really do. Also, thank you to Nat. Thank you, Carrie Gatto. Thank you to FYI, Follow Your Intuition. And thank you to Patricia Enlow. That was actually her screen name. So thank you very, very much. I really, truly appreciate your business. And thank you, Tracy, for having me on. It was too kind of you to do that. And finally, my and not final thing that we'll talk about, but my final announcement. I do have the Pride auction on June the 5th. So if you are a member of the LGBTQ plus plus community, please let me know. And I will be happy to include you on that auction. We have 3 time spots filled so far and looking to fill more, of course. I saw Rita kicked butt. She really did. She did a great job. Gina, you want to be on Glammaz Classy Crap auction on May the 15th. Dodo, you're in? Awesome. Awesome. Shoot me an email and remind me, would you? I love listening to Gina when she sells. Yeah. Gina is utterly charming on camera, and I don't know if she knows it. And Gem State nickname due to the variety of precious stones mined there. Nice. Oh, today's the Domino's have 50% off all pies. I actually took advantage of that, Patrick Murphy, and now I have pizza in my freezer. Or the majority of a pizza in my freezer. I would have loved to have been there for the 15th, but we'll be away as a baby. Birthday on the 12th. Yay! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We all want to celebrate Gina because she's lovely on the 12th. Happy birthday to you. And I'm doing that early because you'll be out of town. I love that. I've slacked off enough. I need to get back to work. Can't make Sunday money if I don't take any batches, but you're worth it. Oh, honey. I know you are, but what am I? I was supposed to start my diet this week. Yeah. Well, today is the last day of that. So I make this crazy $25 pizza and get it half off. My 26th wedding anniversary is May the 9th. No kidding. Wendy, you and I have been married right about the same time, just a little bit, we celebrate our, I think 28th this year. I don't know. I think 28th this year. May the 9th. I can tell you that, Wendy, you are a saint of a woman. And I know this, because 26 years with the same guy is a lot, right? So, but if you keep investing in your marriage, it pays huge, wonderful dividends if you're doing it with the right person. So congratulations, Wendy. Wow. That is a huge accomplishment. That's amazing. I helped a friend get 3 Friday since she doesn't have internet. What's 3 Friday? Oh, got it. You helped a friend get 3 pizzas. Yep. I celebrate my 25th this November. Wow, Randy. That's a lot. That's a long time to be with one person. I can tell you that. I've been with the same guy we went out for like 4 years before we got married. Congrats, Wendy. Our 25th is on the 20th. Yes, it is a lot, right? It's a lot at times. Congratulations, Gina. Wow. 42 married, 50 years together. Oh, wow. Okay, Claudette wins. Claudette just won. She won the internet. Oh my God. Congratulations to everybody. Yeah. And yeah, y'all have the patience of saints. I know, because I have the patience also of a saint. Yep. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, Daisy's Creations wins 53 years. But like to a man, really? No, I'm joking. I don't know if I could marry a woman. There couldn't possibly be 2 of me in this house. We'd go crazy together. We were young, yeah. I met him in February of 1979. And I met him in February, 79 days later, said I do. Wow. Married in 1971. Man. George. Hello, George. Mwah. Hello, gorgeous George. Oh, okay, George, I can tell you this because George is now a Packer fan as well. The NFL draft, if you don't know, was held in a very special place to our hearts this weekend. It was actually held in Green Bay, Wisconsin, which it hasn't been for a very, 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 very long time. So the NFL draft was in Green Bay this year. Green Bay's first round draft pick was Michael Golden. It's the first time in over 20 years that they have drafted a wide receiver on the very first round. They're giving our quarterback Jordan Love some actual tools to work with. They're giving him somebody to work with besides the one little guy, because we had two decent receivers, and the problem is that one of them is injured. So now we're down to one, and now we have Michael Golden making 2. And then in the second round, we picked up another wide receiver. I think an offensive or defensive tackle. We picked up a tackle, and we picked up another wide receiver in the second round. So I am so thrilled. Yes, go Pack, go Pack, go. And George, I thought I had already mailed out your Packers stuff, and turns out it's in my living room. So that will get mailed this week, I promise. I apologize. I really thought I had sent that out. I'm like, why hasn't he told me he got it yet? Colleen, oh yay! It was good to see you on the auction on Thursday. Oh gee, honey, yes. She knows how to run an auction. She was good. You were fast too. And just bossy enough to let everybody know that what was going on, and not so bossy that it was not fun. So way to go. Way to ride that line, because that's a tough line to ride. I've been in charge of auctions before on my own channel, and it is tough. That's a tough little, you got to be really, really smooth about that. So good job. Good on you, Colleen. Love your laugh, OG. It was, you know what? Yeah, that's another thing too. She kept me giggling all night. Yeah. Colleen be the head heifer. Yeah. Yep. We had some really big heifer fun. I just had a blast. I need to double check my May calendar now that I actually have one out, about the next one, because I may or may not be out of town on that date. So I don't know. We're equal heifers. 2 heifers are better than 1. Who won Thursday night? I think the clear winner was Rita. Rita actually got the most sales and the highest amount of sales, I think. But I consider myself a winner too, because I sold, I sold every round. It certainly was worth my while. And not just because of the sales, but the experience itself was really, really a lot of fun. So yeah, that was it. I had a good time. It was a little bit late. But that being said, I'm usually kind of a night person anyway. So that's not typically a problem unless I have my granddaughter the next morning, which in this particular case I did. So it was a little sleepy the next day. Again, that being said, we're talking about like an entire hours and hours of fun and like laughing and smiling and all of that in comparison to this one little tiny thing. So for me, totally worth it. Had a great time. I was excited, and it was for me, it was a total win. Everyone win. Yeah, it was a group win. It was a table win, they call it at the casino. Guess where I've been? I know Rita was gunning for her titles. She is apparently very competitive. Yeah. That's all right. We're backing it up an hour to hopefully get done earlier. And that's the thing. I don't have my granddaughter, every single time. So it's not that big a deal for me. I'm usually kind of a late night, person. So we're all good. Speaking of glam babies, I do have a glam baby that had a birthday this weekend. I'm not going to mention who it was or what the birthday was. All I can say is, glam baby, you know that your Glamma loves you. I love you more than anything in this world. Mwah. You are so special, and I'm so privileged to watch you grow and get, get to be a part of your life. What a privilege. What a treat. I love you, and I think you're the best. That's all there is to that. So good job, glam baby. Thank you. I will let this glam baby know. Now here is my question. Yeah, it was April 26th. Hey, Junk Trader, how you doing, by the way? Mwah, welcome in. Here's my question for today. What do you do? Everybody faces a little bit of burnout. Everybody who does YouTube faces a little bit of burnout. Everybody who does reselling faces a little bit of burnout. What do you do when you're faced with that? What do you do when you're faced with burnout? And you're like, okay, I'm just ready. Because I've talked to a couple of different people, a couple of different resellers lately that are just experiencing just extreme burnout. And they're like, man, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. I don't know if I want to do, I don't know. Do you take a break and do some self-care? Do you do that? That's a great strategy, I think, Gina. Take a break and do some self-care. Now, do you go back afterwards, or do you sit down and really work out the positive and the negative of what's going to be, going on? So that's, yeah. Oh, let's see. Wendy said she's off and running. Have a great day. Don't forget all to hit that like. Sit on my couch until the feeling passes. Seriously, I'm experiencing it now. Yeah, because we all do. Wendy, have a wonderful day. And Ashley says the same. Randy, I haven't done it long enough to experience burnout. Seems like the one who worked double hearted burnout first. Yeah. Yeah, I think we all hit kind of a wall. Wendy, we're getting all sorts of wishes for a wonderful day. Now, I have been burnt out for about 2 years, but I have an ex. I'm used to faking it. Yeah, my sentiments exactly, Brenda. It's difficult to balance it. I have to force myself to take some days off if it's getting to be too much. Yes. Yes. Sometimes you do have to force yourself to walk away for a little bit. Easy. Sit back and think what you were doing this for. I do it for the enjoyment of meeting people, and selling has always been my passion. I love that. I love that. And I've been in sales, and I've loved thrifting. I've been in sales as my career, and I've always loved thrifting. So, like everybody else, I love the sourcing part. It's the listing and the minutia. And some days I'm more motivated than others. But I'm just curious, sometimes things beyond our control can. Yes, Gina, that's absolutely truth. Sometimes things beyond our control can contribute to the burnout too. Yes, absolutely. That's no lie. There's no lie detected there. So yeah, sometimes it's just something to think about. Like if you reach burnout, do you have a plan in place before you reach burnout? Do you have something where you're like, okay, I need to keep this in mind. If I hit that wall, what am I going to do? And have something in place before that? Or is it one of those things where you just are not going to see it coming? And you're like, I don't think I'll ever burn out. And then bam, it'll happen. Sometimes it does. Which is why I will be back and all in good time. You take your time, Gina, honestly. Yeah, take whatever time you need, because nothing is as important as your mental health and your health. None of this is so important that it's needs to cost you time. You can't replace time. You cannot replace time. So if you're doing it and you don't enjoy it, don't do it. Don't do it unless it's, feeding you and putting food on your table. When it's 40 to 50 invoices a week and so much shipping, it gets crazy, have to break. Yes. Yes. I have seen people like that, Colleen, where it's just so overwhelming. And I'm like, are you kidding me? How are you maintaining a schedule like this? It's crazy sometimes. And I understand it. If that's your bread and butter, if that's how you make your money, sometimes you got to work a little harder if it's your own business, but you never know. You never know. Now, I just did hear my glam babies come in to my front door and talk with my husband. I can actually hear the birthday glam baby in the other room. So I am going to duck out just a little bit earlier today, about 7 minutes earlier than I usually would. But I will be back this week and doing some listing this week. So I hope you join me. Hopefully it's motivational for everybody. So I just wanted to let you know, in the meantime, in between time, whether you're burnt out, whether you're facing burnout, or whether you've gotten past that hump, or whether no matter what is happening, no matter where you go and what you're doing, please don't ever forget, Glamma loves you. And I'm so glad you're here. Thanks. Have a great week. Bye, glam babies.